Okay, so here we are with Jasmin from Life Coaching, ready to tell you, to get some advice, some ideas for our running things. And the point that I was more interested where we can connect this coaching, life coaching, with the running, is in the fact that while preparing for a marathon and longer distance.
Marathon, proper or ultra marathon?
Marathon and beyond, ultra marathon as well. The thing is that all the plans takes weeks in double digit. I mean, minimum is 15 weeks, go up to 20 weeks, so those are almost 6 months. It's a long process.
Yeah.
So,
as an advanced person, it's a long process, not for beginners. For the beginners, it's double or triple of the time, no?
Yeah.
It's just
yes,
being clear. Yeah.
So, so the plans, when you have to go through that process, I am an engineer, engineering background.
Okay.
So the part of consider the body a machine and not the target. Okay, we need to run a marathon, we need to run 42 kilometers, we need to make our body to run 42 kilometers.
Yeah.
There is a process to reach there, and you split this into daily, weekly,
small pieces. Yeah. Milestones. Yeah.
So from the technical point of view, as far as the body is a machine, it's easy and it's under control. It's in a piece of paper. Okay, today you have to do this every week, every month.
Agree.
So, but when the process gets so long, for months and months, some people find it really hard to keep the psychological part,
To
the
keep
mental,
on track.
to keep on track, to keep the motivation, because it depends on the weather. In 6 months, the weather changes.
Yeah.
When you start in summer and then you get into winter, or it's dry and hot and you get into the monsoon. So ideas to handle this psychological part.
How to keep actually on track.
And the motivation or
This is actually quite similar that what I do to some, let's say business people. What we usually have is, let's say you have a target and this is maybe reached in 2 years. So what you do exactly the same. You cut this into pieces and then you reach maybe 1 month, one target, a little bigger milestone, and then you put another one and another one. So the moment you set then some milestones, let's assume one milestone is approximately each month, one. And then, 1 month is long, right? It's like the beginning of April and then you look like, okay, on the end of April, so you have so much time. Right now there's no need to move towards this little target, this monthly milestone. What happens is then you really lose not the interest, but the drive. What happens is, usually we set up small targets for this milestone, even small targets. So every week you can sit, for example, on a Sunday or Wednesday or something, so for a certain time without being in a hurry and so forth, and you just check. So okay, I set up this target for this week. What did I reach? What did I learn out of this, or how much fun I had with this, or what was difficult for me? So what I can maybe exchange, I can learn and then take it further. So the same happens with running. So if you have, for example, I had a client once and he ran at least 10 marathons in a year in this one country called Germany. So just imagine, this is almost every month one marathon. And he also needed, and he needed to work out in between, some weightlifting and of course, some certain runs and so forth. Also some walks, maybe recovering walks or recovering runs, but when you run, you can't constantly run. No? For recovering, you should, choose something else and so forth. But the mental part was the crucial part. And we did exactly the same. We split it in, very, very small targets into the next milestone. Small targets into the next milestone and so forth. And what happens then? So imagine you sit every Wednesday in a cozy way with yourself for, let's say, an hour, and then sit checking, okay, what I've done last week, or Sunday. Usually psychology, Sundays are great.
Sunday evening.
Exactly.
To prepare the
so
coming
from
week.
4 to 5 or 5 to 6 or something like this. Yeah. And you set up this appointment for yourself as a very nice, me time, or some date with yourself or whatever. So, and then you see, so okay, what did I do the whole week? So okay, I had a run on Monday and Wednesday and maybe Thursday or something. I had weightlifting maybe on Tuesday. I had XYZ and so forth. Okay, where am I? And maybe you have some further targets. How was your diet? How was the run, so how was your body response? Because sometimes we are tired, and nevertheless, so Tuesday, this is on the plan, you have to run for 30 kilometers, no? Or something like this. It's like, but your body felt exhausted. So so you have to ask yourself relevant questions to how much refreshed is still my body, or do I feel tired? What can I do to rejuvenate in a faster way, or to balance? So call it drama words, rejuvenate. But so how can I recover fast? And the more you know yourself, the better it is, of course, because the faster you can recover. It's like recovering trainings are, this is proven. So this is faster in recovery, the passive recovery. When you just sit it out, sitting on the couch or just, relaxing one day, the recovery takes longer place as you do something a little bit. It's like, weightlifting or some that's what I say, swimming or walking, or whatever it is.
What about the alarm clock?
Of the?
Alarm clock.
Alarm clock.
Sometimes you can do the planning of every day of the week, this or that, and then comes the morning.
The reality game in the picture.
And then,
what time are we talking about? To feel maybe a little pity for you.
Depends. Some people is 4 o'clock, some people can be 5, 6.
Okay, it depends. Usually what is a really great thing to do is you prepare yourself for the morning. You prepare your clothes, you put them there, you see yourself already going through this procedure. So, okay, your alarm clock ring, you get up, you don't snooze, you don't push the snooze button. So maybe you brush your teeth, have some hot water or tea or whatever it is. And so you put on your shoes and then you go out for running. So you see yourself also which route you will take or in which gym you go or whatever it is. And then you see yourself coming home, maybe having some breakfast and getting ready for office and so forth. It's just about how you prepare your subconscious mind to that and how much fun you put into this to make it compelling. It's like, oh, nice, that's a nice feeling. And then I will sit on the breakfast table, maybe with your wife or with some friend or just yourself, and it's like, I feel good. It's just a mental preparation. But yeah, this is a very important part. The crucial part is also you set up the small targets, which are really relevant and nice and interesting. So this is good. Yeah, you go for it. And you have to look in different corners. It's like what we said, so about your training, of course, there's a variation of training. What about your diet? Because when you eat wrong, you can't ask your body to do, amazing stuff. So there's something, it's like input in, some great stuff out. Stupid input in, stupid outcome. It's usually not a really, it's not rocket science.
No, sometimes I hear some people get a lot of mental pressure, with all this training and
can be, yeah.
Complications. I heard of one person and he was sleeping with the running clothes to save time in the morning. Then I can sleep for 2 more minutes because I don't need to change in the morning. And just get out of bed, put the running shoes and go. Because 2 minutes is too much.
Okay. Whatever you think is true. If you think you don't have this time or maybe the guts to do this or whatever, it will come exactly like this. The way you think, the way you lead yourself to success or unsuccess. Unsuccess. I mean, everything is actually success, but some of them are very positive, some are really negative. But
because this point of success and it's also another interesting point, no? That I wanted to ask you, about the failures.
yeah,
Because in this process of preparation for a marathon, you fix your targets, your minimum targets. Okay, I want to be here, so I want to be here by this time, here by this time.
yeah. In case it will not
And
happen.
then happen.
But you check during the task, you just started, so you're continuing, right?
Mhm.
It's like, okay, here I wanted to reach km 10, here 20 kilometers maybe or 30, and then finally or something.
I was
Okay.
Yes, I remember, in case of someone who was preparing for the marathon, as an intermediate target was the half marathon. He was expecting to reach the half marathon at a certain time.
Yeah.
I don't remember right now really the numbers, no? But he didn't.
Okay. So he took longer.
No, but he just gave up for the marathon.
Okay. While running, or he never started?
No, he never continued with the plan. No? It's
Okay.
like imagine
Okay,
you have a
understood.
6-month plan for
Yeah.
the marathon.
Yeah.
I said, okay, after 3 months, I should run a marathon in 2 hours. A half marathon, sorry.
Okay,
In 2 hours.
understand. And
He
your
could not
question
do
is,
this.
understand, and the question is how to handle the failure feeling.
Yes,
Did he feel like a failure?
myself.
No, this person you talked about. Or is this is a question for you? Usually what we set up targets in order to reach them, obviously. And when we don't reach them, we feel maybe like failing. At this point of time, we didn't reach, as a matter of fact, but we gained a lot of experiences. And I think there's not a failure as such. I think it's a mindset mistake. Because if you wouldn't have tried until then, you would have missed so many things. So you would have missed, whatever experiences you made until you gave up or until you just didn't reach is, $1 million worth sometimes. Because it will prepare you for the next step. It's like, I give this example, I love this example. When you start walking, how many times you just, just fall? So you fell a couple of times. So and maybe it took, I don't know how much time it takes for a baby, to stand on the feet and really walk in a proper way and not falling down anymore. But months, couple of months.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the
when
thing
I
is,
learned to walk.
the thing is, so we keep in our minds, oh man, you're an idiot, you're a failure, or this and that, this will never happen. So we discourage ourselves. The kids say exactly the same in the opposite way. So that's interesting. I also want to walk. So, oh, okay. So never mind. So getting up again, trying to at least, falling down again. So and then there's like falling down, stood up again, falling down, all that stuff. So it continues until this kid reaches, and what he put, the feeling of, or maybe the image. I don't know what is actually the difference. How kids, really young babies or kids think. But they see their parents usually. They see, okay, this is the target, this is what I want to reach. I also want to roam around on 2 legs, not on all 4s. And then they just continue until they have exactly this image they wanted to have. And they are not impatient with themselves. It can take them some weeks and stuff. So there's nothing, against that. And I think this is something which should keep in mind. So it's more experiences as failure. Failure is when you don't get anything out of this, and when you not reflect on something which you have done. So then it's a waste of time. So, but if you use this, if you reflect on that what you have done in the past, and it's amazing gain what you get out of it. It's a growth, of personality, of experiences, of knowledge. I think information and so forth. And maybe adventures. Yeah.
You never know until you reach there.
Yeah, the biggest problem is, which comes in the picture, if we compare ourselves with others. It's like he reached, she reached, why I didn't reach? This is like, okay, what, on which ground can you compare yourself with a complete different person? It's a different planet overall and above. It's like I compare myself with you and you're, with my planet. It's like this can't come, to any good point.
Okay, interesting. So what I understand is, when it comes to the planning, to keep the motivation and the self-drive, the best thing is to split the target in small targets.
Yeah.
Being very concrete, specific for every week, and review, and feel happy, or whatever. Celebrate what this week I have done this.
A nice point I would like to add on is to get some inspiration. So it's like when I see something inspiring, I motivate myself with that. So this should be also an add-on. So and then in this way, it's just like some excitement as well in between.
Yeah.
So you can watch videos, you talk to other runners, and so forth.
And that's also can help in the second point, or
exactly.
The failures.
Yes.
That's we take it as a learning lessons.
Yeah.
I didn't reach there, but I have done all these things.
I reached X, Y, Z. Yeah.
And we can keep and still on the way to the final target.
Yeah.
The way
maybe
to the
now
marathon,
even more.
It will take a bit longer, but from a failure we learn, we know ourselves.
Yeah.
And we replace the failure with the positive view, the positive image.
The view,
See yourself crossing the finishing line.
Exactly,
with
exactly.
the ribbon and crossing.
The ribbon, yes, crossing this as the first person.
As one friend was saying, I have a harden here of cutting ribbons.
What you can also put when you plan that, to have a second thought on that, is it realistic what you plan? When you start, just give an extreme example. You start running, and maybe you're not even started, but you want to run a marathon. Let's say you give yourself time, but too short time, let's say in 3 months. And you want to be number 1. Let's get crazy. And you want to be number 1 in the Boston Marathon.
Well, you laugh, but we got once an inquiry. But can you help me, guys?
A query, alright.
It's a real.
I heard this couple of times, crazy ideas. Yeah.
It's a real case. A lady, I have never run the Isolux half marathon. I want to run next year. I made it up under 1 hour.
A half marathon
under 1 hour.
As a beginner, wow, okay.
Do you realize that the women record, world record for a half marathon is 1 hour 2 minutes? So in just 1 year you want to break the world record?
Why not? But in 1 year it's difficult as the first
without
time.
never run a half marathon.
Different. Yeah.
So this is a paradigm of
hopefully
realistic targets.
Hopefully you put her in the right thoughts. Not discouraging, but saying, well, maybe in 2 years, and maybe the first one is just you do it. Yeah.
Know yourself.
Realistic, exactly. It should be realistic, because if it's totally unrealistic, and then you fail, you come to this point when you just didn't reach what you tried to reach, what you put, yourself into, but just maybe with too short time. Obviously. Yeah. But yes, I hope you get your answers.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome, Alfredo.
We're keeping
Sí, claro.